No intro, no what's up, Fin fans, no nothing. This was abysmal. I'm at the stage now where they both need to get fired. Mike McDaniel needs to be fired. I do not care what the circumstances are of why this or what. Nope. Dolphins need a new head coach. They need a new GM. I'm done. You put up 10 points, 150 passing yards against the worst defense, one of the two worst defenses in the NFL. You scored 10 points in the first half. Yes, there was fumbles. Yes, there was fumbles again. Horrible. You put your defense again in another situation where you gave them the ball on the 28-yard line. That was the lone touchdown given up by this defense. Outside of that, they were stopping them on goals. They were forcing field goals. Again, 3 and outs. Oh, this offense is so bad. It is so, and I don't want to hear nothing. I'm not even going to. I'm making this video and I'm not watching any football for the rest of the day because I don't want to hear. I'm going to say this. I'm very upset right now. Very upset right now. I'm going to get it all out so I don't have to deal with it. And then tomorrow's deeper dive will be different. So there's going to be some cursing. I'm not going to use any F words, but I'm just going to, I'm going to say maybe 1 or 2 curses just to prepare yourself because I am very, very upset with what I saw on the field today. So just prepare yourself for no big bad ones, but you might get some. Because what they put on the field today was shit. Pure shit. Mike McDaniel, you had, I want to curse. I want to say the F one here. You had 2 weeks. 2 weeks to get your team ready to play one of the worst defenses in the NFL. 2 weeks. And you put that on the field? Let's just fast forward a little bit and talk about the last drive, right? Let's talk about the fourth quarter where they come out and you call a timeout before essentially the Colts tricked you into calling a timeout. The Colts were like, we're going to mess with Mike McDaniel and force him to use a timeout, which we could have used on that last drive. Like, you have got to be kidding me, Mike. Then you call a timeout with 4 minutes left on the clock. Yes, you just, like, that drive to give us the lead 7-0 was like just beautiful. The pass to Jonnu for a screen, I was like, that's the play call we need. But 2nd and goal from like the 3, you decide to pass it. The penalties. How many penalties? 6 penalties for 50 yards from the Dolphins offense. Because it wasn't really a defense. We won in the yardage, 337 to their 284. We had 2 turnovers, they had 1. We had more first downs than they did. They were 4 for 13 on 3rd downs. Just horrible. Absolutely horrible by this offense. I don't know how he can keep his job. I don't know how he could say anything in the press conference that warrants him keeping his job. You had 2 weeks to plan for this game. 2 weeks, you scored 10 points. Forcing Sanders needs to go too. That man is just missing too many flipping field goals. He's got to go too. 4th and 1. And your thought process is, we're going to kick a field goal here. Why? Just go for it. Try something different. Try a different scheme. Try putting something different out there. He hasn't. Since the Dallas Cowboy game last year, this offense is not different. There is no adjustments at all. Your top 2 high-priced wide receivers didn't start getting the ball in their hands until the 4th quarter. Jalen Waddle had, one catch? One catch for 11 yards. And Tyreek Hill had 1 catch for 8 yards. How is that possible? How is that a thing that these 2 guys have 1 catch each? Are you kidding me right now? Like, the run game was doing their thing. 15 carries for 77 yards, 5.1 yards a carry. Mostert, 11 carries for 50 yards, 4.5 yards a carry. Jalen Wright, you ran him 5 flipping times when that dude was eating up their defense. But no, let's keep going to like, he makes no adjustments. This man is just stuck in his ways. He needs to give up play calling. And if you remember, I think it was after the Titans game, which was 3 weeks ago, he was like, oh, well, we got to kind of look at everything and things need to be changed and we need to fix this and everything's on the table. You did nothing. You did nothing. You kept your play calling because you think that your play calling is the best. You kept that. No one else can look. No. And nothing changed. Your team is undisciplined. Just penalty after penalty after penalty in critical situations. When we get big chunk yardage, bring it back holding, bring it back this, bring it back that. Just one after another. Your time management is garbage. And for some reason, you cannot have an offense that your backup quarterbacks can run. I'm dumbfounded by that. Like, I'm literally dumbfounded that you're going to look at me and tell me that Tua Tagovailoa is the only quarterback that can run this offense. And apparently not great, because again, we haven't done crap since the Cowboys game. Sorry, not even then. Since the Jets game. That was like, what, week 14, week whatever of last year? It's shit. This offense is shit. Plain and simple. Hot garbage. Doo-doo butter. It's bad. And then you're consistently putting pressure on your defense to be perfect. Is the defense elite? Is the defense top 10? No, I'll never say that. I've never said that. But this defense is giving you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to make the game go, like, just take the lead. 7-0. Okay. Go, get more points. We score a touchdown. Then Richardson fumbles. We get the ball back. Then just nothing after nothing. Then a 3 and out. And again, it was 7-0 for like a quarter and a half. Halftime, 10-3. You come out of half, score. Do something. Take the lead. Go further so our defense is now playing in a different dimension, because we obviously struggle at stopping the run. No. Our offense is shit. And then all gets put on the defense. Hey, defense, can you give us another 3 and out? Sure, here's another 3 and out. Oh, we're sorry, we forced a 3 and out. Can you get us another 3 and out? Sure, here's another 3 and out. Hey, I understand that we're kind of down, and it's because we're going for it on 4th downs or we're causing turnovers, but can you help us out and cause another 3 and out after the half? Sure, here you go. Oh, sorry, we did not. Like, again, I'm not saying the defense is elite. I'm not saying the defense is top 10, but the defense is doing their job. This offense with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Jonnu Smith, Devon Achane, Jalen Wright, Raheem Mostert should be scoring more than 16 points. if you look at all of our losses, we should be scoring more points. Like, it's just dumbfounding to me. 10 points, 3 points, 12 points, 10 points, 10 points. Like, hey, Steven, get your geriatric ass off the seat and make a change. Because sitting here at 2-4, nothing's going to happen now. Nothing's going to happen. Mike McDaniel's not magically going to pull a good game plan out of his ass because Tua Tagovailoa is the quarterback. So Stephen Ross, get your walker out, pick up your phone, and fire somebody. Because this ain't going to change. This isn't going to change. Chris Grier put garbage on this team. Regardless if it was a Chris Grier, Mike McDaniel collab to bring in these old, beat-up players like Jordan Poyer, make the team completely aged out, bring in backup quarterbacks that aren't competent enough to run the offense, God forbid Tua goes down, which he has shown that he can't stay healthy except for one season. Like, it's just a plethora of lists of problems that Mike McDaniel and Chris Grier are causing this organization. So Stephen Ross, if you ain't going to sell the team to someone who's competent enough to make the changes when they need to be made, make the changes. Look at what the Jets did. Robert Saleh is gone. And he wasn't really the problem. Gone. Make the changes. But you know what? Don't hold your breath. Because he's not going to make the changes. He's not making the changes. Chris Grier's not making the changes. And Mike McDaniel for sure is not making any changes because he hasn't for 8 weeks. More than 8 weeks. He just doesn't make changes. Oh, you got to run the ball more. I'm not going to run the ball anymore because they're showing that this is the single high safety. There's a safety in the box. Why would I run the ball? Because it's a disguised defense, you dummy. Like it. How do we go from the number one offense in the NFL to the dead last offense in the NFL? You know how bad this offense is? We got bullied by the worst defense in the NFL. I'm just like flabbergasted, man. Fire somebody. Put your big boy pants on and make a change. If you love this organization and you love the team and you want to see the team succeed outside of building a racetrack around it and building tennis courts and building the stadium up so it looks nice and fancy for when people come here to watch us lose, make a change. Because it ain't working. It ain't working, my man. See you guys tomorrow. Like usual, stay classy. Fins up.